Hi everyone, it's me. We're gonna be making a response video to Penguinz, who made a video about me. Again, I'm furious, so if you want to hear a nice rant, stay, get a little comfy. And I'm really upset. I'm furious. Do you realize that this person fooled you? He pulled wool over your eyes. I'm telling you, there should be a study on people like this who have this way of sounding really articulate and really intelligent without actually saying anything of intellectual value at all. They're this superiority complex, this self-righteous, this preachy, holier than thou, arrogant, slightly narcissistic way of communicating. But yet he contradicts himself in all of his stuff. And at my expense. Do you realize how serious this is, everybody? He said that I was myself. He said that I was harming myself. This is disgusting. And when I point this out to him, this supposed, oh, I'm coming from a place of concern. I'm coming from a place of, I'm sad for you. I'm actually concerned for you. Yeah, you're so damn concerned, yet you did nothing about that video that's currently spewing all over the internet. That currently 4 million views overnight. Gee, it didn't occur to you to pin a comment to say to people, don't leave. Gee, it didn't occur to you to make a little note, a little flag that pops up, a banner, to edit something in, to edit something out, to put something in the description box. Don't send this you lazy, narcissistic piece of shit. Sloppy work. And you know what's strange to me? That we have this grown-ass man sitting in his gaming room, making videos about other grown-ass men and their choices. Grown-ass men making videos in their gaming room about other grown-ass men and their dietary choices. Or, I'm coming from a place of concern. This just saddens me so much. I'm so sad for this individual. I'm so sad. I'm so sad for you, Nick. Right? Isn't that right? This is what I'm seeing your viewers tell me in defense of you. Grown-ass men who are concerned making videos like that. If you're concerned, you send me an email. You write to me. You DM me. You write to my network. You write to my sponsors. You write to my manager. You reach out in a personal way if you're really concerned. You profited off of this. And the worst part is when I approached you with my response saying, hey, I woke up to a sea of hatred. There's 50,000 comments collectively across 5 of my YouTube channels that I should be that I don't deserve to keep because I don't respect my body. And then you had the nerve to come back a second time and say, well, I never stand for hatred. I've made 2 videos one time about how I don't think it's cool. You have thousands of videos. I don't care if you've made 500 videos about comments. You take the situation at hand for what it is at face value. And if I approach you and say, look, this is bothering me, say something to your followers, and you don't go back to that video and help stop some of the that's on you. That's your character. You want to talk about my character? What if I didn't have the strength to face 8 million people who are coming on my page and tell me to kill myself, that I should be dead? And I get it. You didn't say that. But let's face it, when people see a title that this person's themselves and the average person watches 20 seconds and they're bored or they're at home or they're children or they're dumb or they're just looking to cause mischief, they're going to go to my page and create a bunch of crap that I have to deal with. And if I tell you that I'm hurt and you don't take the time to go back to the video that's currently spreading like wildfire to, I don't know, add a description. Hey guys, don't send, don't this person, don't wish harm onto them. Make another video and double down on some of the lies. That says so much about your character, Charlie. And I don't want to hear about my character, how I'm supposedly in a character all the time. I was not in a character. I was not. The first thing that comes out your mouth, which is talking about my crack, my bahootie, what was your goal in talking about my private parts in a video that was supposedly led with compassion and the desire to help me and reach out and spread awareness? No, you are passive aggressive and you ain't fooling me. which don't say, oh, I didn't talk about his body, his appearance. Then why would you even mention my butt? My you sick person. What business did that have being in your video at all? Oh, to relate that you're just trying to show people how you knew of me? Well, you hypocritical liar. You said in your video that you've been watching me before the mukbangs, that you've been aware of me, and you watched my positivity videos from eras ago. You lying, hypocritical piece of crap. Don't sit here in your superiority. Oh, I'm so articulate. I'll talk like this so that you watch me. You know, he's just trying to get views. You're trying to get views. You sick f***. You have the nerve to talk about my physical appearance and bring up my... Would you do that to a woman? Imagine if I was a woman who overate or had some weight issues or whatever, cracked a rib, was, you know, going through some stuff, and he opened a video discussing this woman. Oh, look at her private parts. Oh, yeah, everyone's laughing at her private parts. Yeah, look at her privates. He called me disgusting so many times, like 5 times. And then this video, he's like, well, I didn't call you disgusting. I never said that. Yeah, but you said my actions were disgusting. Same thing. Same thing. People connect the dots. People draw conclusions, whether they're correct or not. You think you're articulate, but you're really not. And you give license for people to come to my page and harass me, my family, my team, my manager, my network. And I'm telling you, as of yesterday, I am sick and bothered to wake up to people wishing I was dead because apparently I can't take care of myself and that I'm dead. And what do? You double down and say, well, I made videos in the past about not sending hate. Who cares? That's irrelevant. And they're not nice people. You have a lot of phobic viewers, which is fine. That's not your fault. But part of being a responsible creator is that when someone approaches you and say, hey, look, I'm in distress because of you, and you have the nerve to say, oh, well, he advertised his Patreon, so I just don't take any of this seriously. F you. F you. It was 5 seconds, and I say it in every video. Do you discredit universities that are funded by things? Do you discredit medical studies because they're funded by things? Do you discredit beautiful documentaries because they have commercials in them? Do you discredit speeches because they have advertisements? Do you discredit anything that has money associated with it? This is the way I make a living. This is my bread and butter. I am a one-man show. If I have 5-second, hey guys, I have a Patreon, shout out to my Patreon, and then I continue to go in depth about how you twisted shit, and you dismiss it all because, oh, he had a Patreon shout out? Oh, I can't take him seriously. Does that sound like the actions of someone who's really concerned, who's really saddened for me? That's the #1 thing I see from his viewers. He's just concerned for you, Nick. We're all so worried. He's coming from a place of concern. F that. He's not concerned for me at all. You lied about my CPAP machine. You lied about my ribs and the way in which I broke them. You lied about me having an assistant or a nanny or a nurse. You lied about the fact that I eat all of my food on camera, which is so crazy to me because you're also saying you've been watching me forever and you've been keeping up to tabs with me over the years. So how much have you actually watched? It's clear to everybody that I don't finish my food. It's just, this is ridiculous. And then he'll go into this, we're gonna play this video a little bit, and he says, well, I didn't attack his weight. I'm only talking about what I would say to anyone else. You know, I don't care if he's fat or skinny. If I see a skinny person eating like that, I would call them out. Oh, really? Oh, really? Well, gee, where's your line of videos about all the other mukbang channels? Huh? I'm one of thousands, and actually I'm not that popular compared to the ones in Korea or Japan, even some American ones who post every day just like me and they're skinny. It would be a logical assumption that you'd have some other videos like this out there if this was something that deeply concerned you, this concept of eating bad food or having incorrect diets. Well, where are all those other videos to all those other people who eat just as often and frequently as I do but are skinny? Where are they? Where are they? I'm waiting. Yeah, they don't exist. First you say that I have an eating disorder clearly, that I have no control over this, that this is something that, you know, is a situation that needs to be dealt with. And then on the same breath, in the same video, you say, well, he's only doing this for views. Your actual wordage was, at the end of the video, you said, well, I believe if there wasn't YouTube involved and he wasn't a successful YouTuber, he wouldn't have eaten this way. He wouldn't have gotten fat. Oh, really? Really? So I have control or I don't have control? I don't have control because I have an eating disorder, which you have the confidence to go out and diagnose me with on camera? Really? But you also have the confidence to say, oh no, He doesn't have an issue with food. He's just doing it for views. In fact, the title of your video said I'm myself because I'm addiction, because I can't control myself. No, it's because I do have control and I'm doing it for views. So you contradict yourself in your own video. You're sloppy. I don't know if this is normal for your content. This is the first time I've ever even heard of you. But that's slop. That's slop. And listen, I'm a sloppy person too. I don't want to hear from your followers, well, look who's talking. Yes. But am I on this high horse, this preaching righteousness, this superiority, like this is what's right, this is what's wrong? Am I targeting other people? Am I making videos about other people? I'm not. So there's the difference. There lies the difference. If you're going to be sloppy, own it. Own it.
Bangs. He is never out of character anymore, it seems. So this response is not him being genuine or taking it seriously.
Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great gift. Link below.
Bangs. He is never out of character anymore, it seems. So this response is not him being genuine or taking it seriously. He spends the majority of the 41 minutes of this response video eating because he does a mukbang during it, and
50 seconds into this video, and he is lying again. The majority of the video was me eating. Now, hey crowd, hey peanut gallery, we all watched it, right? I mostly talked. I ate half of a cheeseburger and half of a french fry. That's it. I ordered some chicken nuggets. I had chili. I think I had 2 bites of the chili in a span of 40 minutes. Let's add up those little bites. That's probably a span of 4-5 minutes. That means 38 minutes of the 41 minutes talking. And he'll go on camera and say, I spent the majority of the video eating. What are you trying to do? Prevent your followers from not coming to hear what I said? Oh, he's just eating. I'm not interested in that. Oh, I'm to watch him eat. He hasn't eaten. Oh, really? He just ate? Oh, well, then I don't want to go watch it. You are disingenuous. You are the liar. I mean, you lie so often. And listen, again, I'm sloppy with my wordage. I'm sloppy with my language. I'm a sloppy person in general. But, see, Cam and talk. But the difference between me and him is that he's superior. He's the one that is coming for me out of nowhere. If you have the confidence to do that, then you better know what the you're talking about.
And asking, who is this? Who are you? Does anyone know this person? I never really understood that perspective of this person's not famous enough for me to care, therefore everything they say is worthless. He makes it sound like because he doesn't know who I am, everything I have said is completely irrelevant.
Really? By me saying, I don't know who this is, that therefore diminishes every other point that followed in the video? I don't know a lot of people in life. It doesn't mean I can't learn from them. You meet someone for the first time sometime. Everyone starts as a stranger one day. You are cherry picking things to undermine me, which is why you told your followers I just ate the whole time. The majority. When I took literally like 10 bites in 40 minutes. Okay. You guys, how does he manage to pull wool over all these people's eyes? Again, discrediting all of the things in the very beginning of his video. Because apparently I didn't know, well, I didn't know who he was. Because that matters so much. Okay.
And it's fine that he doesn't know anything about me. I expect that. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an actual Z-lister, an internet content.
Now he says it's fine. He contradicts himself within sentences. He'll say, I'm bothered by it. I discredit it. It means I'm not famous enough for him. And then he says, oh no, it's okay. I'm just a YouTuber. I don't expect it. I don't get your line of thinking, sir. That's why I was like, who is this? Not even just the fact that I didn't know of your existence, but just the expression, who are you? Out of disturbance and shock that you would do such a thing.
Because he doesn't know who I am. I don't know why that's such a strong point. Like, I don't know who this is. Do you know who this is? This guy's just so, not famous. Ugh, gross.
Did I say that? Did I say that? That you're not famous enough for me to know or talk about? I do a lot of collaborations on this platform. I collaborate with so many people, and I've collaborated with like 25 people. Most of the time, I have more followers or I get more views. Do I care? Does that prevent me from talking to them, engaging with them, sharing our viewers, making collaborations? It does not at all. So just by the evidence of some basic research, does this person associate only with famous people? You'd see that this is just word salad, just wasting time. So people see the title, they already like you, and they come to my page and say, leave him alone. You're starting drama. You're acting like you don't know him. Oh, you're just a liar. And then all of the points that I had to say get just lost. He'll put them at the end of the video.
It also doesn't really sit right to me that in this response video, he puts multiple advertisements for like going to his Patreon and stuff like that. It just shows that he doesn't really take any of it seriously. It feels like this response was just made to capitalize off drama clicks.
So because I had a 5-second advertisement to my Patreon.
Click the link below to follow my Patreon. You'll get exclusive weekly videos about my life, plus tons of mukbangs not allowed on YouTube. Link below.
Therefore, everything else that occurs in it is discredited. That I can't be serious because I'm also trying to support myself. And this is the way I make money for my family. Therefore, you should discredit every medical study that has sponsors. You should discredit every documentary that has commercials. You should discredit every person that has funding and fundraisers. You should discredit everything in life. I had a lot of good points to say, and you're going to discredit all of them because I had a 5-second ad to my Patreon. Which, by the way, I have in every single video. You can just skip it. Boop, boop, tap, you're done. It's really not that hard.
Make sure you check out my second channel, Huge Charles, where I'm
I will not. Next.
I never said, like, Nikocado Avocado is a role model and he's encouraging people to eat like he does on camera. You know, I never said, like, you know, these kids are gonna want...
You don't have to say it, but you can imply it. If what I was doing was not a problem to society at large, why make a video and post it on a public forum, public website for the intention of all of society to see? This is not a personal concern and sadness because you're doing it publicly with ads and sensationalism as if this was a freaking magazine.
Nikocado Avocado, and then all of a sudden they're going to be brainwashed by him. They're going to go out there and order 10 large fries and then...
Then what's the problem? If you're not concerned by what I'm doing, then what are these videos for? Clicks. Real concerned people don't go about it this way. They don't. They absolutely don't.
As far as appearance goes, me showing his 2017 body compared to his most recent one was used to show what the food is doing to him.
No, it was not. No, you literally said he used to be healthy, he used to be vegan, he was of good health, he looked good. You were talking about my diet and my appearances. You weren't talking about, oh, he went from A to B. You literally told people I looked good in that photo. There's a lot of old photos about me. You can actually find, when I first started mukbang, after I got out of that cycle, you know, I'm 29 years old, so there's a lot of different chapters of my life. You could have picked out a different chapter from just 3 years ago, before I gained some of this water weight. You could have picked out one of those photos. No, you picked out the one where I was bony and skeletal, and then cropped it into my face and said, oh, he was so good looking. Oh, he was so healthy.
From one body type to another, and it shows that there is still an eating present. And
okay, so there you go. You have it on camera. He's saying that I have an eating disorder, and I still have... Who are you? Again, the high and mighty, all-righteous, all-knowing individual. How do you know if I have an eating disorder? Based on the fact that I do mukbangs? Are you prepared to say that every other mukbanger who posts every day also has an eating disorder? Is it based on if they exercise or not? Is it based on if they gain any weight or not? Is it based on if they take medications or not? What is your basis, sir, since you're prepared to diagnose me on camera with an eating disorder?
Take, for example, Matt Stoney. Matt Stoney will do these incredible food challenges. He'll eat 20,000, 30, 40,000 calorie meals in a single sitting in under an hour for a YouTube video, and they're awesome. That's nuts to butts action.
Oh yeah, awesome! I eat 2 cheeseburgers as an overweight person. Wow, you're dying. Matt Stoney eats 50 cheeseburgers. Awesome!
It's incredible stuff. And it's so much food and so many calories.
Incredible stuff. Okay.
But Matt Stoney does that once every few weeks, once a month maybe. Nikocado Avocado.
And? How's that relevant?
Avocado is doing something comparable almost every single day.
And? Alright, then don't use Matt Stoney as an example. Pick out one of the other hundreds of other channels that eat every single day like I do that are skinny. Where's your preaching for them? Where's your video about their choices and their harmful behaviors? Where is it? if it really has nothing to do with weight, then we should be able to see at least a handful, if this is so near and dear to your heart. Has nothing to do with weight. And then he chose, out of all people, Matt Stoney, who rarely posts. There's so many food competition people. Raina Hong, what's the girl, Shelby. They eat every single day, every other single day, and they're thin. There's so many people out there that eat 5 times more than I do. But you know, he used Matt Stoney as an example. This guy's not very bright. If you're gonna compare apples to apples, find another apple. I look like one today, don't I?
Over the last week or so, he's posted a mukbang every single day, pretty much.
And so do other people. You're not concerned about me. You're using me for views.
I'm not targeting Nikocado Avocado because of his weight or anything. I was talking about him in this whole situation because it feels like his audience has reinforced his eating disorder, which is taking a negative effect on his overall health.
Okay, so according to you, I still have an eating disorder because I overeat and I eat junk food. Are you a dietitian? Are you registered? Then you might as well say that about every other person too, who does the same thing as I do. Oh, but they're not fat. So why am I the only one getting a video, huh?
If Nikocado Avocado did not find success on YouTube...
Fran posted twice a day for 3 years straight, and she's this big. Love you, Fran. But hey, it's this double standard here.
...and be known for eating such massive meals, he would not have gained the 200 pounds in 3 or so years. Gaining that much weight in that amount of time is not healthy by...
Okay, so now he's jumping back on the other argument that, nope, it's not because I'm an addiction, it's because I'm being rewarded from YouTube. Which one is it? Am I in control or am I not in control?
By anyone's standards, no matter what doctor or what website you check, it is extremely rapid weight gain, and I don't think it would have happened had he not found success with this kind of mukbanging.
Oh, really? Well, people who actually have eating disorders, it still would have happened to them, whether or not they had a YouTube channel or not. There's so many channels out there on YouTube of overweight people who, by the way, are bigger than I am, who got that way without doing a single mukbang, who started their YouTube channels at 450 pounds. So sorry, sir, that's actually not the reality. If I really had an eating disorder, this was really an addiction for me and I couldn't help myself. You're saying, oh, well, this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for YouTube. It happens all the time to people without YouTube. So how much in control am I? But of course, he's going to leave that out and tell everyone, oh, all he did in his response video to me was just eat for the majority of it, to discourage people from coming to see what I had to say. When I say passive-aggressive and sneaky, this is what I'm talking about. That's prime example. Well, Nick, he didn't outright call you fat. He didn't outright attack you. People are so easily fooled, so easily convinced by one piece of information. One piece. And you can have the most masterful, genius person running a circus and you'd have no idea at all.
Content on YouTube, he would probably not eat like this. And like I said, if he was skinny and still doing this exact content the exact same way, my criticisms would remain exactly the same.
No, they would not. No, they would not. Where's your videos about other people who eat junk every day?
It is an unhealthy diet and an unhealthy lifestyle, as evident by the 200 pounds he gained, which is a lot in a short amount of time, and also the amount of times that he is crying on camera and breaking down. It seems like overall, this content has led him down a path where he is unhealthy and unhappy.
Naughty boy. You're unhealthy.
I was talking about that you do in your videos where you make a yucky noise. That's what I was talking about. And I think you know that, but you tried to use that as a way to spin it like I was calling you revolting.
What is the point? Okay, you're not revolting, but the things you're doing is revolting. And I thought this video was about helping me and being concerned and worried about my safety. So in a video like that, there should be no talk about being disgusting, whether I am disgusting or I'm doing disgusting things. Period. Period. Does that strike you as someone who's really concerned? Do I have pit stains on my chest? Oh my god, I'm really hot. Does that strike you as I'm the token fat guy over here all sweaty? Oh, jeepers. Does that strike you as a deeply concerned person? It wouldn't have been mentioned at all.
I was just saying I find that to be off-putting. He calls them...
No, you said repulsive, you said disgusting, you said repulsive again, and then you critiqued my bahooty hole. My bahooty, and commented on the appearance of that. That's just weird, unnecessary.
Kind of mukbangs or eating this way. I feel like that's only there because of the success he's found with these videos, and his response did not change my perspective on that. It didn't change my opinion on it.
Oh, I thought you said I hadn't eaten and I couldn't control myself. But now you're saying I'm in control and I'm only doing it solely for the purpose of getting famous on the internet.
And yeah, that's about it. See ya.
Oh, well, he didn't change my opinion. That's fine. I'm meanwhile getting thousands and thousands of people saying that I deserve to be dead because I'm so bad to my body and I'm such a bad role model. Whether you say it or not, it came from your video. And that, you know, if I could change some of their opinions, then I'm a little bit happier. I know I can't change yours and you stand by all of this. And I know exactly what you're doing. No video today. Starvation. We fasted. How about that? I'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, it's me. I'd like to thank all my patrons for supporting this video, and an even bigger thank you to my executive producers, Jamie Babycado, Princess Abby, and C Butter. If you'd like to support my channel a little bit extra, or if you just want to see the real, unfiltered side of these videos, click the link in the description box and consider joining all of us over on Patreon. You'll get to see weekly videos and a much more candid side of me. Oh, and by the way, you have to be a grown-up to follow. Patreon's really for my closest followers only, and new openings become available on a first-come, first-served basis. So if you see an opening, hurry up. And if you want to hear from me personally, get yourself a video directly from me on Cameo, where I can surprise you with a video straight to your phone or your computer. You can also hire me to tell off your friend. If you want more, check out my merch store and get yourself a Waterweight t-shirt. Patreon, Cameo, and merch are all linked in the description box. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.